I need to know how to fix a Sub-Zero refrigerator.
Is that because of the high cost of repairs or the frequency of the breakdowns?
Both.
Sub-Zero fridges have constant problems with condensation. You can try to fix that by making sure the seals are secure, clearing the drain tubes, and drying it out inside and out regularly.
That's as bad as having to dust the coils periodically.
You need to dust the coils to improve the refrigerator's efficiency, and if you don't dry out the inside of the Sub-Zero fridge, you risk the interior rusting.
I'm more concerned about mechanical problems like with the ice maker.
Ice makers are always problematic. That's why fridges with an ice maker are up to 50% more likely to fail over models without one, even by the same manufacturer.
This ice maker leaks water.
So make sure the water supply to it is tightly connected to the ice maker and doesn't have ice in the line.
How do you clear the line without taking it all apart and hitting it with a blow dryer?
Run the ice maker, though that may require wasting some of the ice. Or run the water dispenser in the fridge, if it has one, if the water line goes through the ice maker.
I'm not sure how the water system is designed.
So change the water filter that controls the water to the ice maker and dispenser. You'll get leaks if the filter is clogged.
What else can I do to take care of this fridge's problems?
Make sure the ice maker leak isn't leaking water into the insulation, or else your fresh food will smell like leftovers.
We don't have a moldy smell, just mechanical issues.
You'll be lucky if the compressors in a Sub-Zero fridge last 5 years. If that's the case, you may just want to replace it instead of fix it now and next year.
What do I do about flooding?
Sometimes the flooding is due to water leaking into the door, freezing around an ice maker in the door and then flooding when it defrosts or the door is open long enough for it to thaw.
In that case, I have mold growing in the insulation and rust in the door frame due to all the water.
Sub-Zero's biggest issues are with ice makers in the door, such as freezing items in the top shelf from lack of insulation and water leaking into the door and onto the floor.
My problems aren't just with the ice maker.
When the Sub-Zero fridge is running closer to room temperature, the problem is usually leaking coils.
A lack of refrigerant by definition means it can't refrigerate.
The problem with fixing it is that you'll pay a fortune to get the coils replaced and then recharge the refrigerant.
At least that may actually fix the problem until the next thing breaks.